Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top two seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Ohio State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place is tremendous. We are 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion.
And think about it, Chris. These two teams have put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. This season they're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Quarterback keeps the football. Has the first down and still going. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
They've got him down out near the 40.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Here's a quick throw off the play fake.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The Buckeyes will have first and 10 here. To the air, it's Vega. They're looking to set up a screen pass here. An impressive spin there. They make the stop, but not before he gains the first down. The screenplay works.
And all of our prep work coming into this national championship, really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Incomplete, almost a first down interception here on the opening drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with it.
They've got him. It's a sack from the defense.
You know, a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
So after the field goal, kicker out there again, they root it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So Alabama's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So from the 21-yard line, it's now 2nd and long. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Looking for his big tight end. There's a wide open receiver, complete. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball.
God damn it.
From the pocket, delivers over the middle. That's an explosive gain. They've got him, but they gain all the way to the 28. 1st down and 10.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. And think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
Looking to throw it again. Makes a quick catch. Got space, looking to score. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
That's ruthless. That was 3 good ones. That was 3 real good ones right there.
So it's 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now is set to send this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. It's an option look.
He played me like a fiddle.
2nd down play coming up. To throw, it's Vega. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose.
Wow.
The defense recovers the fumble.
Great play by the defender knocking the ball away to give his defense a chance to recover the football. Man, the quarterback has to have that internal clock, that situational awareness, pocket awareness, kind of feel the pressure, and most importantly, when you feel it, take care of the football.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver.
Let's go. We'll take it back.
Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
That's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They are breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there. They were able to knock it loose.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. He picks up 9, so just short of the 1st down. 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground with the counter play. Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the 1st down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this 1st quarter. They're going to run it. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 1st quarter of play. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break championship through one quarter. Let's check out the game summary. It's an out route. The catch made. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Takes the handoff on the counter play.
In an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really...
On the junior, gets him making a sack there.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Quick throw to his receiver. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points. At the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Caught quickly. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle, picks up the first down. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And here's the handoff. And just a short gain this time. We're able to get him down. Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done. That completion sets up a third down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And the junior able to get home with the sack. Plenty ready to boot it away. And that sets up a return. Coverage receiver brings down the returner. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. We'll see if they can bounce back from that costly error. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because you can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. I'm going to have to go back to the ball.
Fires it to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. Going to move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Big guys up front, line up. It's first down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And he'll set up to throw. He's going to take off. And they make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play on the scramble. He saw an opening and just went for it. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. The receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
On the run.
No way. God damn it.
Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway snuffs out the scoring for a big play.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone.
Sacked. It's a loss back to the 6. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Pass protection, a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. And the running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? They'll feed the back again. On this winds up a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
Choosing to return the punt. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. And with time quickly fading here before halftime, wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive at this point. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Dropping back, it's Dickey. Looks left and finds his target there. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to 33. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Boy, a great job of coming up with a huge play by this offense. And a nice pass by the quarterback. And you look at the time here before we get to the half. They got a real shot here to put a touchdown up on the board.
Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. First down, the clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. Long enough and good. And with that, they regain the lead. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Return starts from inside the 5. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of his magnitude? Everything on the line. The eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake.
The Buckeyes will kick this away to get the second half going. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. First down here for this offense. We get the second half started with the running play. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up the first down. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. looking to throw it on second down. He just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. And he pulls in the catch. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know that as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on the right.
The offense right to the line, playing with tempo now.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Trying to extend the play. He's looking to scramble. Defense able to stop it. It's fourth down now.
This is a nice job here by this defense on third down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this fourth down.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. And now the handoff. That one moves the ball to the 16.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Breaking free at the 35.
Oh, I'm doing too much.
They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. The big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and first down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The back's got it. Fighting off the defender. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line, start a fresh set of downs. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. In the clear at the 25. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for the offense.
The setback was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They would have played a key role in that score.
Extra point splits the uprights. There's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Here comes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Second down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. Offense facing a third and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Checks this down to the running back. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the team.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Now it's second down here. It's a run to the left. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Now this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. Breaks loose at the 40. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this third quarter. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kurt. We've reached the end of the third quarter in this national championship battle that has lived up to the hype. For the final period, let's check out the game stats. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They call the counter play here. Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Look out.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
How many times have we seen this late in the first quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They get a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to the lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. They'll have to throw it here on second down. Pass ball was incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. The offense now operating in empty. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes a quick grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. And they get to completion. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pass complete on a crossing route. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and a chance at an interception in the end zone. Could not quite hold on to the ball. It's going to be second down. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Trying to create here on the move. Touchdown, tie. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, hold on now, Chris. Under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. You cover an onside kick. You never know.
quarterback drops back, holding the secondary. And the two-point try is successful, making this just a three-point lead. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Suddenly, this is a three-point game in the fourth quarter. Interesting to see how aggressive they get with play calling. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Another positive game by this back. I can tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all, the national championship.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions.
Ugly for the win.
National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship.
Modest. Had a lot of people come back. fucking way. Okay, I love you. Hold on, man. What, buddy? Nice. Why? Dog, I'm not gonna sit and watch you play, silly. You can unplug this one now. That's for the Marlowe's swing. Ugh. Turn that down a little bit. I don't really want to hear that, bro. No, just
You're going live right
I am live right now.
Yeah, I don't think you should expect it. It's really time. Really fun. That's cool. And plus it's free. Oh, it is free. Cool.
I don't want a layup game for the first game.
Oh, okay. What? They always say, oh, look, it's free. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, it's not. It just kind of makes me buy it. But guess what, suckers? Everything's free on mine. Stuff that. That game's free. Game is fun. The game is done. I'm going to. It is that hate ad. I already have this game.
Will you chill out? Will you chill out? Not everything needs a commentary, bro.
Next Mother's Day, we need to buy mom. This is either going to be a good game or a bad game. I'm either going to lose and die, or I'm going to win.
Stop, please.
So, what do you have your thing on the laptop? Oh, you're checking if anyone subscribed or likes. Edit video. You can edit. Okay, so you should download this game. This game. It is so cool. It's called. This. Hold on. This game. Right there. That one, right there. It is so fun to play. You guys are really down. And plus, it's free. I'm having so much fun. Nope. No. Nope. Okay. My own dang thing. Get it. Thank you. What? Get over here. Dang! I'm going to go. Wow. This is the camera limited. Bullet. Tower. Up king. 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 Nope. Nope. Yep. 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 Dude, we can fly. It's flying spin. Yeah. I don't know. Look at the dog.
can feel the echo. So many epic moments have unfolded on this field. And today, the Fighting Irish hoping to reawaken that in this big contest. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun. We'll see the number 4 team in the country.
You need to start playing this game so you can learn the game of football.
The 12th ranked team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Street. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field.
Really learn it.
Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Here comes that star wide receiver with the swag that kind of rubs opponents the wrong way, Kirk, because he's saying, I don't care who you are, I'm going to embarrass you.
Well, Chris, there's a rumor that this guy actually DMs the opposing corners before the game that he's going to go up against, as if to say, hey, it's going to be a long day for you today. But the wild thing is he actually comes out and single-handedly unravels defenses to the point that by the end, it looks like he's in the heads of the opposing secondary.
That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to 29.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Here's the option play. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Some hard running there through a tackle. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Man, this is exactly how you want to start an opening drive on the road for this offense. Really well-blocked play. Pick up some nice yardage. And if you're this offensive line, it's exactly what you talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control of things up front, especially early in this game, and give the running back plenty of room to run with.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Inside the 35. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
The back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. team on the field getting set now.
Number 19, set to kick off.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense out there for their first possession. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. Fighting him off. Hard running through a tackle. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Grab down the middle. It's Chen. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield to the 42. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do running the football. There's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
No huddle here for the offense.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Can they keep this drive going, trying to convert on third down now? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Let's go.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
And they'll kick it away here. And the punt will land in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. We'll see if they can keep that going here. Defense setting up to go against this heavy formation. And there's the handoff. Powers to the tackle. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, and picks up some decent yardage.
Coaches told us in the beginning of production meetings they love this match, a mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed. He also showed the ability to break tackles on that one.
Moves the ball up to the 30.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
That's a solid gain there. He keeps it and picks up the first down himself.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Second down after that previous play. They'll run it here. Oh, they've got him behind the line. A tackle for loss should conclude the first quarter of play. Ohio State has the lead here after one. We'll check out the stats now through the opening period. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Back to pass. It's Vega. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier. Absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Third and very long, and they may get 3 or 3 on third down conversions this drive. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. The Buckeyes will line up to kick it away. That's the first punt today for the offense. He fields it at the 15. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. They bring them down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open it.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. That sack makes it 3rd down. And the quarterback dropping back. Fires it to the wideout. This guy's man open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that work.
It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47. Pass complete for a 1st down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
If you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
He stopped, but he gets a 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive 1st half. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Really tough to run a good counter play when the linebackers aren't full at all. This time they get down in a hurry into the line of scrimmage to make that play.
Lets it go. The catch is made off the carom there. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal yardage to the 9.
That's just great awareness here by this running back not to give up on the play. That ball gets deflected, but a good job of having the awareness and the hands to be able to catch that ball and end up getting some positive yards.
Almost out of bounds, just short of the end zone.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage,
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
What?
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Fighting Irish offense is back on.
I'm not that worried about it.
Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. And looking to throw now on 1st down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Brought down, but broken tackle. Produces a solid gain there. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. The clock is still running. Off to hurry up here, but it's a crucial third down.
Third down coming up.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a short completion of the big tight end. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. The punt team making their way on the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the return will be brought down. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense on the field. They scored a touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Launching one to the end zone. And it's in.
Wow.
Targeting a man right near the goal line.
Anytime you're snapping the ball inside the 10-yard line, we always know for the quarterback, the windows are tighter and they close much faster. He's got to do a better job of getting the ball out quicker to give his receiver a chance.
Timeout is called. Talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Third and goal. Looking to throw the ball. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
It's a fake field goal. Looking to split back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this first half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this first half.
Kicking team after the PAT try. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. He's kicking out at Kevin Connors for the halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it deep to begin the second half. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the drive, they look to the right. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Notre Dame comes along quickly.
Brings up second down.
Keeping it on the ground here. We'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion. They're trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Chen. He makes the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Single back, takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run. And the
nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Notre Dame. No chance to catch it.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. That's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
PAT is good, makes the score 21-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far, and they keep it going. Wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
First, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch does get the foot down. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. It looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Toss play. Back heads to his right. Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of you and giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. He tosses it back. Close to the tight end. Incomplete and nearly picked off. They waste an opportunity for a much-needed takeaway. But it does set up for them. Heads up. It's a fake. He's looking to throw. This one falls incomplete. The fake does not work. When the gamble doesn't work, maybe they should have gone for it or 4th down with the quarterback for it. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Quick throw, catch made on the out route.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Brings up 2nd down.
They're going to run it here.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
He'll hand it off.
What the fuck are they doing?
He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
This is where you want to be behind your offensive line. Late in the game, you got the lead, you got to run the football. They know you're going to run the football. Get behind that big offensive line, run that running back.
Breaks clear, end zone, just trucks through the defender. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position. The Buckeyes are in the red zone. They'll hand it off. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
Great job by the running back staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the fourth quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Buckeyes line up with a 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. Touchdown, Ohio State. Still no answer for this offensive machine. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from near the goal line. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. It's been a rough game for this offense. A consolation touchdown is all they're playing for at this point. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down. Offense goes to the pistol formation now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Dump off, caught by the running back. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown.
Doesn't help you're currently wearing a Notre Dame shirt. It's alright. I'm playing against them. I'm the Buckeyes.
And the point after is right down the middle.
Nah, you're good, dude.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Running out of time in the pocket. The freshman's able to get home with a sack. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Catch made on the out route.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, hits the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
He's got it. That is enough for a 1st down.
Did you put that there? No.
The
Okay. That's funny.
offense spikes the ball here.
So Teddy put it there?
As much clock as they can.
Teddy must have put it there. Yeah, he can.
Here's the snap, looking to
Oh,
throw.
yeah.
He'll take a deep shot here.
Yeah.
Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this game.
Chris, they did what they had to do with this touchdown here. Now with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick.
Oh,
Give
you're
yourself a
not.
real shot.
Stop.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21.
Do push-ups
Lining up to attempt an
for
onside
touchdowns.
kick.
Oh my.
The offense goes right back to work now. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play two passes. That deep shot is caught for a big game.
Oh, what is going on?
Touchdown saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Fires it to his target. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
He's back to throw again on second down. And bulldozing his way through. It's a fumble. And they get their own fumble back. Time's running out, but they still have a chance. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Great chance for the offense to tie the game. First and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's looking for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Coming up, second down and goal. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays where you can go to, whether it's a run or a pass. You've got to come up with a first down.
This could be the biggest play so far. Fourth and goal. And this offense is down. Needs this. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver.
Wow.
He's got it. Touchdown. Fighting Irish.
Now you've got a big decision. What a great touchdown. But think about it. If you kick the extra point, you tie the game up, probably go to overtime. Or you roll the dice and go for two and potentially win the game.
Does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. Returner decides to fair catch this. Fresh center down to the offense, first down. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Offense getting set, second down play here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's second and 3. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And they hand it off to the back. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Buckeyes. They strike first in overtime.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a third or a fourth later today.
PAT puts them in front by 7. So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He flips it to the back across the middle. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so second and 5. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And the gain just good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to the end zone. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now it decision. Do you kick the PAT or go for 2 and the win?
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
So 1 overtime, not enough to decide this one. Here comes the first play of double OT. Handoff to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down, we're going to throw it. And the pressure gets home. It's a sack. Defense looking to keep the pressure on. 3rd down coming up. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. The pocket breaking down. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush. Back-to-back sacks. It's worked out and a long way to go, but they're going to go for it. Offense looking to throw the ball. Trying for a pick 6 to win the game. Going the other way, can they catch him? And a takeaway will seal the victory.
Oh, no. They may have just cost themselves the game with this interception. That's the last thing you can afford to do in overtime. Now it simply comes down to, can you stop your opponent from scoring or the game is over.
So this defense now needs to come up with something special to make a play to stay in this game in OT. And they'll stop him after a short game.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about ground integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll get the first down yardage before they finally bring him down. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Second down play coming up for this offense. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Got space looking for the end zone here. And he's in. It's a touchdown to win the game. A double overtime classic.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
In these overtime games, Kurt, it just comes down to execution in the moment. Who can make one more big play? They did it. They come up with a signature W.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. I think this likely will end up being one of the best games, not only for them, but maybe in all of college football for the season. To me, it felt like an instant classic, and one that fans should remember for a long time.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.